it's Wayne from howtofish.com.au. I've got some time off this morning, so I'm going to fish the Yarra River at Newport. It's an estuary, so you get most of the fish that will be in the bay will come into that water at times. Unfortunately, I've just checked the weather and that is against me. The tide is going to be low and getting lower throughout the session I'm fishing. It's going to be a bright sunny day, no breeze. Even the barometer is against me. So I'm going to be casting around for a few fish just to see what I can get out on a really tough day. The two setups that I've got one rod with the burley cage with burley in it, down to a piece of chicken on a size 8 hook. The other one, I've just got a lead weight on there, a sinker, down to chicken, whoops, on a size 8 hook. The first fish of the day was a little goby, so just as I cast in, before I even started recording, I'm not even sure, I think this just hit bottom and then this thing took. Catching a goby, I've always found that they tend to bite when nothing else is biting. And then later, a small flathead here. This is not showing me that the fishing today is going to be that good. Now, sometimes you have to cast around to find fish. What I'm doing is I'm casting around to try and find drop-offs or places where I'm getting bites. Once I start to get bites, all I do is I just cast to the same spot every time. And that's why it's so important to cast to the same spot, because once you find an area, fish might be holding in that spot. There might be a few of them around, which gives you the best chance of catching fish. So I'm going to just cast this out now to a spot that I've been casting to for a while and getting bites on. Just casting out, same spot. About there, that's about it. So what I've done is I've basically put a marker, or there's been a marker over the other side that I've been casting at, and I've done that each time, and I've found that spot now is where the fish are sort of holding, where I'm getting a few more bites than anywhere else. Very slow day, sort of late in the morning, sunshine, not the best conditions, but it does show you that you can actually get some bites even on the hard days. And so there we go, little tiny bites happening now. And this is from this spot that I've got to. So now I've just got to work out how I manage and catch those fish. But the good thing is, at least I know that I've got an area where the fish are holding. I've picked a marker on the other side to cast to. So there's a big ship there that is docked. So I'm casting to one point in that ship each time to hit the same spot. I'm just using standard sinkers, or a sinker I've made up, and I'll show you how to do those. If you want to look at the link below, you'll see that I've got a video on how to make up these things. But also I am using a bit of bait dip on my chicken. So I've got chicken here, I'm using my spicy chicken bait dip just to add a lot more attraction, because the chicken by itself doesn't have a lot of smell, but when you put the bait dip on, of course, you're introducing strong smell into the water that will attract the fish. So once again, I'll cast this out to that same spot. It's a fair way out. It took me a few casts to find a spot where I was getting bites, but now at least they're fairly consistent in biting there. But they do seem to be small today, unfortunately. Whoops. See what this is. Oh, I hate those bells, but I'll keep them on there. This might be a salmon, I think. We'll see. Whoops. Yes, not a bad salmon with the burley cage. So once again, we're getting little bites on this rod here. This is the one that I've found the spot, and obviously there's not big fish in there, but at least I'm getting bites in there, which means that I could probably improve on this. So I'm going to hold this rod. But if I can, you've got to get the fish first. You've got to get bites first. Once you get bites, then you can actually work out the fish. But once you find that spot, keep casting to it, and that's where the accuracy of your cast really comes in. I found a small spot which seemed to be a little bit deeper. It was sort of on the edge, maybe a drop off, where I'd been getting bites on this rod. So continuously casting that. If I didn't hit it, I found that I wasn't getting the bites quite as quickly. So it was more a matter of just making sure I adjust my cast so with the same amount of muscle pressure to get it out to the same spot. And then here I catch this little salmon. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and subscribe. And for all the gear and tactics that you've seen today, go to my website, howtofish.com.au. See you next time.